Welcome back to Sunset Sessions, hosted by Marco Messina. I'm joined by Hayley Cohen from VaynerSports. Marketing director. Say it again?
Cohen.
Cohen. Did I mess up your last name?
Yeah.
I've gotten all the Croatian names right all day, and I messed up your last name.
It's okay.
The last one of the day.
It's all
sorry
good.
About that.
No worries.
You said it's your first time in Europe? Mm-hmm. How did that happen?
I don't know. I've just never been here.
And Croatia's your first?
Yeah. And I'm really happy that it is, because I love it here.
Yeah, you said already you're obsessed with Europe.
Yeah,
What do you
I would
like about
not
it?
change it for the world.
What do you like about it?
The people, the food, the culture,
Whoops. Had a everything's going crazy now.
Yeah.
It's the end of the festival. Flag just fell out outside. It's all right. We keep going.
Yeah, everything. Like, all the people, everyone is so nice here. I feel it's just like safe, comforting. It doesn't feel like I'm completely out of the world that I've come from. And it's kind of crazy to say that, being from New York, and everything is so different than here. But it's exciting and it's beautiful. The weather's great. It's gorgeous. Yeah.
That's also why, though. It's because we're from New York.
Exactly.
People over there, it's like nobody smile. If you smile at somebody in New York,
They're like, you're a creep.
we're gonna fight. Sometimes I've been here 4 years now in Zadar, and I've gone for like a run by the beach, and I'm like, hey, when I'm in New York, I give people like thumbs up on my run. Nobody does anything in New York. Over here, people are just like smiling. They'll give you a high five.
All the time.
It's European lifestyle.
Yeah, I love it. I can't wait to visit more places. And I also can't wait to come back. There's so much that I'm not able to do in this time, and that so many people, I've made so many relationships with people here that have been telling me about all these places I need to go, and they're like, hit me up when you come back so I can give you the exact itinerary of where to go. And I'm like, I trust you more than I trust Google, so yes, I will definitely
100%.
be texting you.
You always need an expert wherever you go.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I heard your name the first time, just your first name, Hayley, when Stipe called you out, and he made you stand up, and it seemed like a cute moment. What's been your relationship like with him, and how did you guys start working together? Yeah,
so he joined VaynerSports the end of 2020, so it was less than a year from when I started. It was also at the time we were growing our agency, so we started working together, built a great relationship. I think primarily not just with him, but I always make a point to build relationships with the families. So I built a great relationship with his wife, his kids, everyone kind of just integrate into what really makes him him, to be able to do the work that we get to do. And I think when you're as open, as communicative as you can be in these types of relationships, it's all about trust and knowing that the people that you're working with have your best interests at heart, which is obviously always what we try to make athletes kind of understand. Yeah, we just kicked things off, and I've been working for him ever since.
He seems like a fun guy to be around.
He is. I think the beauty of it is him and his wife are so respectful. And I think that changes the game when working with athletes in general. I think it's very tough when you work with people who don't understand the stuff that you're going through, or just the other work that you have on your plate, or that they're a priority, but like there's also life that happens. They've been incredible. And I love working with them. I love talking to them. They're real. I mean, you saw yesterday, Stipe's a character.
Yes.
He came off the stage and was like, I'm going into comedy. And I was like, can we focus on the content creation first, and then we'll hit the comedy side of things? Like, let's let this pop off. It's
the first time I've heard him speak at length, and I was just like mesmerized by how funny he is, but also how honest. Like he's honest to a fault. Like he'll make fun of himself. He'll be like, yeah, I ate an Oreo with my daughter and I wasn't supposed to. Like, he put these little details in that were never needed to. So he must be a blast to work with. Like, is he just like this all the time? Yes. And he loves ideas. He loves coming up with content. When he gets an idea, he gets so excited about it, and he'll tell his wife, and then they'll call me and tell me about it, and I'm like, it's so hard to like turn you away from this idea because you're so excited about it, but like, what if we just look at it a lito bit differently? He's like, oh yeah, I really like that too, and I'm like, let's go. He's very collaborative. What's the funniest idea he's ever pitched to you where you're like, uh-oh, how am I gonna break it to him that might need to be changed? None that I've been like, these are bad. Okay, but what's like one example of a funny one that had to be tailored? I mean, there's stuff that we haven't done yet. I think more in the content side of things is like ideas for podcasts that he has. And I'm like, that's great, but that exists. So how do we make it Stipe version? Segments or stuff in a podcast, or different types of content that we create. It's like,
these are great, but how do we make it Stipe version? So
got it. And I heard him say like he wanted to do fragrances after yesterday.
The world is his oyster right now, and I think that's the beauty of it too, in terms of working with an athlete at his level, but also where he sits in his career. He doesn't really have, like, he's so open to trying new things, which is great, because a lot of people and a lot of athletes, when they're done with their career, they're like, no, like, I want to sit, I want to do nothing, I've done my work, like, this is it. He's like, no, I want to try everything. Like, let's see what hits, let's see what pops off, let's see what we can have fun with, and also let's see what we can build a business out of. I think that's ultimately the end of the story here, is how do we build a business out of everything that you love, everything that you do, and everything that is authentic to you.
And what are some things that you've been able to work on, and projects that you've had that have had success, or things that you guys are planning to work on? I assume the fragrance thing, it sounds like a joke, but it might be a reality.
The fragrance thing came out of left field, so I don't really know. But I'll keep you posted on that. I'm not
excited.
saying no to it. I'll just keep you posted. I mean, there's a couple different things. I think that there are interests of his that we've been able to build with other brands, and I think there's things that he really wants to do. Like he's constantly told me about like a liquor idea that he has, or a canned seltzer or something in that region. So we're trying to figure out like what doesn't exist that's centric to you, or like what exists that's still centric to you that we can kind of build off of. And yeah, I mean, there's a couple other ideas, I think, in the content space specifically, where we have a couple of series that we're trying to launch soon on YouTube, as we're trying to get him to be more of a content creator and a face of a camera. His personality, as you saw, it shines, and we want to show more of it, because I think during his fighting career, and I've told him this, he was a little bit more reserved, and now he doesn't have that weight on him of fighting, so it's like, all right, let's let it rip. And he's so funny, so like, might as well.
And how do you find the balance? Because my mind goes two places when you say like a seltzer, obviously, or any kind of drink. You think, wow, a lot of people are making money from them. We see them sell for like billions of dollars. You hear about all these exits. And then there's the other side that says it is a crowded space, but maybe his core audience will attach itself to it. Like, how do you strike that balance between let's lean into the core audience and then they're going to be the ones that help build the brand, or do we have to differentiate it completely?
I mean, I think that's what kind of flowing through the process, like you get answers to a lot of those questions in terms of the direction that you need to go. And I think that, again, these are just ideas. These aren't things that are written down on paper, and not even that idea specifically is like top of the list of where we want to go in terms of things we're doing with him. But I think going through like the necessary means to get to from point A to point B in terms of an idea gives you a lot of the answers to those questions, and that's what we strive to do in terms of building relationships and talking to a lot of people who are in the industry. And this doesn't just go for Stipe, I'm talking about in general, like for athletes when they have an idea and they want to like pursue that, it's how do we build relationships for them, or how do we take the relationships that we already have as an agency and guide them in the directions, or get them answers on the best way to go about this certain project.
And how'd you get started in this field? How did a girl from Long Island end up working with a UFC champ?
You know, I get that a lot. I love working in sports. I loved sports growing up, so I purposely went to Penn State. Knew that I wanted to do sports after college, so I worked while I was there. Worked in the athletic department, worked a couple different versions of the athletic department, like strategic communications, the marketing group. Worked with Learfield when I was there. Had a bunch of internships, and just knew that this is where I wanted to be, and kind of networked my way through it. And I give that guidance to a lot of people who call for mentorship calls, and I'm like, you gotta have conversations, you gotta build relationships, and you gotta get in front of people, because networking is this business. Like, it's all about the people you know and how to communicate. Absolutely, yeah, it's so important. And is your family, were they into sports as well? A little bit. I mean, my parents are from New York too, so my dad's a huge sports fan. My sister was a D1 gymnast in college. Like, do they go crazy that you're doing this, that you're in this field? Yeah, they love it. I mean, I think that it's cool for them to see. I think a lot of it they understand too, which is great. And they're really proud of me, so I'm happy about it. Besides this trip, because obviously it will be number one, what's the most fun you've had working on a project, either with Stipe or with other clients? That's a good one. I mean, I go to Cleveland often. I think a lot of the commercial shoots that we get to do with him have been incredibly fun because he makes them fun. And I don't know, like all the Super Bowls that I get to go to in the weeks of those events, it's kind of like this in a way where you're just like networking, talking, meetings, events, having conversations. Those have been pretty fun. But I honestly, this is top of the top for me. I don't know if there's anything in my career that's going to beat this.
It's going to be hard.
It's going to be very hard.
Well, you have to come back next year and do it again.
100%.
And you have to come to Europe more often. Because clearly you're meant for this lifestyle.
I agree. I might move here.
Me too. Honestly, me too. What are we doing in New York? I think about it all. I love New York. I want New York to come with me, but I don't want it to be in New York.
I want parts of New York to come with me.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy my life there. I love the fast pace when I'm there. But when you get out of it and you see what else is out there,
You're
it's like,
why?
how do you give this up?
And you said you could work from home a lot of times?
Yeah.
So, you work from a Croatian beach.
Literally. I mean, it's 6 hours ahead, so I could have a full day here before I start working.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's good math. I like the way you think. Hayley, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming to the Sunset Sports Festival.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Thank you.